More than 250 business and civic leaders from across Massachusetts will convene in Boston's Seaport District on March 21st to work on some of the state's most pressing public policy challenges. Now, it's hosted by the Alliance for Business Leadership. The event is not your average business conference, and it is built around the idea that top business and civic leaders in Massachusetts have a lot to offer when it comes to tackling public policy questions. We have the information up on screen. That website, we need to add alliancebl.org. So I want to bring attention to that, because the ABL Leader Lab is an interactive day-long working session where business leaders will engage in hands-on problem solving with top policy experts. To tell us more about the event, we invited Alliance for Business Leadership Executive Director Jessie Mermell, and to discuss how the changing demographics could affect the conversation is Colette Phillips, President and CEO of her firm, CPC, which always helps corporations address the diversity or lack thereof in the region. Welcome to Urban Update.
Thank you.
So this is going to be great. It's about a month from now, almost a month.
4.5 weeks, but who's counting?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for those who may not know about the Alliance, give me your elevator pitch on when folks say, so what is the Alliance for Business Leadership?
Sure. The Alliance for Business Leadership is a coalition of progressive business leaders united in what we think is a not so crazy idea that social responsibility and sustainable economic growth go hand in hand.
Oh, excellent. Well, she's got her elevator pitch so well done.
Does.
All right, so I know that if you're around, you're going to make sure that day there's some talk about diversity because of the changing demographics in Boston, right?
Absolutely. Well, Boston, as you know, is 53% people of color. And as you like to say, my friend, if you are not related to a Latino, if you're not Latino, you'll be related to one very soon.
Exactly. And you're right, 53%, right? Yeah.
So the demographics are changing, and I am proud to say, as a member of the Alliance, that they are leading by example. Their board of directors is very gender and racially diverse, and I am going to be working with Jessie and others to help the membership also become even more diverse.
That's awesome. Now, Jessie, how does this differ from the great work that the chambers are doing and the business roundtable? How do you add to that?
No, that's a great question. We're different in two really important ways. One, our members are individuals, not businesses. A business is a member of the chamber. Individual business leaders are a member of the Alliance, and that's for the second reason, that we don't exist to advance business interests. We exist to advance progressive public policy. Now, we would argue that those two things are one and the same, that progressive public policy like equal pay or increasing the minimum wage is also good for business and good for the economy, but we don't get up every day to push a business agenda. We exist to create growth and opportunity for everybody in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you know what I want to do is I want to remind folks about this wonderful event.
Yes.
I know we have a full screen up that will remind everybody again the date, and I'm going to continue to let people know that that website needs that alliancebl.org. So
yes.
We're just missing the .org, but it is March 21st. So this is a day-long activity at the Seaport World Trade Center. So take me through this day. What's going to happen in these 8 hours?
We are going to put you to work.
Okay.
So, you know, Colette and I and the other members of the board have been talking about what would be an interesting event to go to, as opposed to just sitting around being talked at and then breaking for a cheese plate at the end of the day. Not that I don't love a good cheese plate.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not really that bad.
You know, we feel like the business community, particularly the progressive business community and the diverse members of the Alliance, have something to give to solving these big public policy challenges. So we've worked with our friends in the advocacy community to ask, what are the problems you're facing? What are the big challenges you're trying to tackle? And so we've developed an interactive, professionally facilitated problem-solving day where we're going to ask folks to roll up their sleeves and really help us come up with ideas to move the ball forward.
So who's going to be there? Who do you expect to show up?
Every and anyone that you can think of who is a CEO in Boston. And in addition, there is going to be a great panel with Councilor Ayanna Pressley and with Jay Ash. And
he was a city councilor, city manager for Chelsea, now he's with the governor. So you've got some pretty, you know, aside from on the business side, you've got some elected officials.
That's right.
Key civic leaders. Judith Brown-Dianis, who's the co-director of the Advancement Project in Washington, D.C., is flying up to spend the day with us and give a keynote speech on race, diversity, inequality in the business community. Gina Raimondo, the governor of Rhode Island, is speaking in the morning. welcoming. You want to be there. That's the bottom
Absolutely.
line.
That's right.
You want to be there.
All right, so now you've sold. How can I participate? So if I'm watching, if someone's watching, can they still register for this?
Absolutely.
They absolutely can. That website that you've so
All right,
helpfully
let's do it again.
mentioned.
Let's put that website up, and we're going to continue to let people know that there is, at the bottom, alliancebl.org.
Yes,
.org.
and you'll see a link for Leader Lab and instructions for requesting a registration code if folks don't have one already.
All right, so if you're watching this right now and that website looks a little short, it's because it needs a .org. I've said that like 10 times. They're going to really, really know that,
That's right.
that your alliancebl.org
Yes.
is the way to go. So people can sign up, and is there a cost involved? There's a little bit of a fee?
There is a cost involved. It's
Yeah.
a day-long event. We've got to cover our costs, but
Food is involved?
Food is involved. There is cheese. I promise.
Cheese
there
is
will be
important.
cheese.
And there's great,
Very essential.
great networking. You know, if I'm there's going to be great networking.
You took the words out of my mouth. Tell
Right.
me about the networking.
Well, the networking comes at the end of the day, and I think, Jesse, we did mention that this is why it says it's not your average conference, is that when the conference is over, we don't leave all those great thoughts in the conference room. We are going to work together after, we form working groups,
Awesome.
and really take the best and brightest ideas that come out of that and have practical ways to solve some of the challenges in the business and policy community.
That's good to see this coming together in 1 month, ladies and gentlemen, March 21st. Thank you so much, Colette. I'll see you there. Jesse, nice meeting you. I
Thank you.
definitely will be there.
Likewise.
And I'll see you at the cheese table. All right. Coming up next, you could win tickets, not you, but our viewers, to the ESPY Awards in LA by helping a great organization dedicated to ending homelessness with a unique fundraiser this week. I'm going to give you all the fun details right here on Urban Update.